Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuwah and the truth. I'm going to be continuing on with spiritual captivity, how to tell your family. We are on video 5. Dispensationalism, aka replacement theology. Interpreting the scriptures this way originated with John Darby in the 19th century, around 1830. It began the idea that the adherents of Christianity replaced the tribes of Israel, and all the promises made to them were transferred to Gentiles with no regard for obeying the eternal covenant. This is John Darby and Cyrus.
I'm not going. Stop. Let them out. Stop.
Meet John and Cyrus. Replacement theology. Yeah, they do. Replacement theology spread after the publication of the Cyrus Schofield Reference Bible, published in 1909. Yirmiyahu 31 stands in direct conflict with any idea that Yahuwah will forget his people or his covenant. Mattiyahu 24:35, the heavens and the earths shall pass away, but my words shall by no means pass away. Roscoe Stop. There is no way Yahuwah will forsake his chosen people and replace them with lawless Gentiles that disobey his covenant and pretend they only have to believe. Read the words he gave us about this at Yirmiyahu or Jeremiah 31. And it will be apparent. Revelation 22:14 through 15 confirms there is a body of commandments to be guarded, which are also brought up at Malachi 4:1 through 6. Ecclesiastes 12:13 through 14 specifically tells us they are to be obeyed by all mankind. Who has deceived us? The answer is the teachers of tradition. Christianity is described perfectly in the book of Yechezkel or Ezekiel 22:25 through 27. There is a conspiracy of her prophets in her midst, like a roaring lion tearing the prey. They have devoured life. They have taken wealth and precious things. They have made many widows in her midst. Her priests have done violence to my teaching, and they profane my Kodesh things. They have not distinguished between the Kodesh and profane, nor have they made known the difference between the unclean and the clean. And they have hidden their eyes from my Shabbatuth, and I am profaned in their midst. Her leaders in her midst are like wolves tearing the prey, to shed blood, or destroy lives, and to get greedy gain. The Decalogue Stone at Los Lunas, New Mexico. The 10 Commandments in original Hebrew are engraved on an ancient gate stone at Hidden Mountain. This unprotected stone is older than any other artifact connected to the descendants of the tribes of YAHUAH'S, and it's located near Los Lunas, New Mexico, USA. It was a colony founded during the days of Shlomo or Solomon, around 900 BCE, and they wrote the 10 Commandments on their gate. It was etched hundreds of years before the birth of Yirmiyahu or Jeremiah, Yashayahu or Isaiah, Yechezkel or Ezekiel, Amos, Baruch, Daniel, and many others. And this is the Decalogue Stone at Hidden Mountain. And as the Hebrew writing on it. A 3,000-year-old inscription on a gate stone at Los Lunas. Deuteronomy Devarim 6:4 through 9. Hear, O Yasharal, Yahuwah our Elohim, Yahuwah is one. And you shall love Yahuwah your Elohim with all your heart and wish, and with all of your being, and with all of your might. And these words which I am commanding you today shall be in your heart, and you shall impress them upon your children, and shall speak of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. And shall bind them as a sign on your hand, and they shall be as frontlets between your eyes. And you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. And this is the Love Commandments. Exodus, Shemoth 22 through 17. I will show you guys. You can find this at Torazone.net. I am Yahuwah your Elohim, of you who brought you out of the land of Mitzrayim from house of slaveries. Not he be to you Elohim, other ones before face of me. Not you make for yourself idol or any image that in skies from above, or that on arets from beneath, or that in waters from beneath to arets. Not you bow to them, and not you worship them, for I am Yahuwah your all. Of you all jealous, punishing sin of fathers on children, to thirds and to fourth, to ones hating me, but showing love, O thousands, to ones loving me, and to ones guarding of commands of me. Not you take name Yahuwah Elohim of you for ruin, for not he hold guiltless Yahuwah who takes name of him for ruin. To remember day of the Shabbat to separate. 6 of days you shall labor, and you shall do all of your work of you. But day of the 7th is Shabbat to Yahuwah your Elohim. Of you not you do any of work, you or son of you, or daughter of you, manservant of you, or maidservant of you, or animal of you, or alien of you, who within gates of you. For 6 days he made Yahuwah the skies and the arets, the sea and all that is in them. But he rest on the day the 7th. For this he Baruch Yahuwah, day of the Shabbat, and he made separate him. Honor father of you and mother of you, that they may be long days of you in the land that Yahuwah Elohim of you giving to you. Not you murder, not you break wedlock, not you steal, not you give against neighbor of you testimony of false. Not you covet house of neighbor of you, not you covet wife of neighbor of you, or manservant or maidservant or ox or donkey or anything of your neighbor. Love commands. The 10 commands or instructions are the truth we all need to see as instructions teaching us how to love. Doing them, not just hearing them, results in Yahushua's help to keep us on the path, the narrow way. He gives his spirit, his ruach, only to those who obey him. Acts 5:32. To know who love is becomes the great reward for those seeking him. Those who speak to one another and honor the name of Yahuwah have been described as Yahuwah's treasured possession, and their names are in a scroll of remembrance. We discern the difference between the upright and the lawless. See Malachi 3. Wait until Revelation 22:14-15 is read and understood by the billions of people pastors have deceived. The pastors tell them the 10 Commandments were annulled, so they could tell us about dispensationalism, also known as historical progression. Instead of teaching us the eternal covenant of love, they control what is taught and who teaches. Heavy yokers, controllers of teachings. Apocrypha, obscurity of origin. Apocrypha are works usually written of unknown authorship or of doubtful origin. The word apocrypha was first applied to writings which were kept secret because they were the vehicles of esoteric knowledge considered too profound or too sacred to be disclosed to anyone other than the initiated. Inspired writings build us up and encourage obedience. Outside writings produce chaos and confusion. See to it that no one makes a prey of you through philosophy and empty deceit, which are based on human traditions and spiritual forces of the world rather than on Mashiach. Colossians 2:8. Andrew's nightmare. When state authority eliminated all other competing voices, mankind entered the dark ages. What is sin? Sin is the transgression of the Torah, 1 Yehukanan, John 3:4. If one is guilty of intentionally breaking the eternal covenant, there remains no more offering for sin. Ibarim or Hebrews 10:18.
static. See the static thing's really bugging me. You know?
Yeah, I know. Strange fire. We can't make stuff up and expect Yahusha to like it. Celibacy. What's that about? This is one of the main strange behaviors discussed among a stream of other traditions invented by the magisterium, or teaching authority. The reason for celibacy is revealed on Lou White's YouTube channel. Then on his channel, search for a video called Timeline. It will show when each dogma developed in Catholicism from the year 300 to the present day. It will blow your mind. Do not add nor take away from the instructions. Also, in my community section, I added Lou White's video on the timeline. If you want to check it out, you can look there too. He who turns his ear away from hearing Torah, even his prayer is an abomination. Proverbs 28:9. Watch it and share it with those trapped by the philosophies of men. Attacking the unborn. Yahuwah's vengeance will one day be unleashed. He said, Exodus 21:22-25. And when men strive, and they shall smite a pregnant Ashah or wife, and her children come out, yet there is no injury, he shall certainly be punished according as the Ashah's husband lays upon him. And he shall give through the judges. But if there is injury, then you shall give life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burn for burn, wound for wound, lash for lash. Idolatry. Exodus 23:13. And in all that I have said to you, take heed, and make no mention of the name of other mighty ones, LORDs, GODs, JC, Holy Spirit, etc., etc. Let it not be heard from your mouth. You can keep talking about them. Steeples, Lent, transubstantiation, holy water, sacraments, hats, costumes, relics, crosses, celibacy. December 25th, statues, indulgences, Sunday, Sabbath, lunar Sabbath, prayers to dead folk, prayer beads, monks, nuns, purgatory, popes, Easter or Earth Mother, fertility symbols, trees or wreaths, ornaments, bells, fish symbols, and eggs. But false teachings aren't going to get you anywhere.
Yeah, Easter, sorry about that. Go to Walmart until you see the Easter baskets, and they're already getting ready.
They're already getting ready for...
Yeah, it's above all the freezers, like all the baths. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Google, who are the Nazarene?
There's other things to do than buy your kids a basket.
That was one thing my grandma wasn't huge on, was Easter. She used to just buy me, like, a few things, like a basket with candy and like a stuffed animal, or like a few chocolate bunnies. But my mother used to have us search for the eggs and everything.
It used to be like clothes, so I'd have outfits on there.
Yeah.
I didn't understand Easter at all.
No, I didn't either, because my mom and my grandma celebrated it differently. My grandma didn't make it a big thing. She would just get me a few gifts.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's kind of weird. Well, I kind of do now.
Yeah, now that I've talked about it so much. Okay. Yahuwah's name will overthrow all his enemies. Exodus 23:20-25. See, I am sending a messenger before you to guard you in the way and to bring you to the place which I have prepared. Be on guard before him and obey his voice. Do not rebel against him, for he is not going to pardon your transgressions. For my name is in him. But if you diligently obey his voice and shall do all that I speak, then I shall be an enemy to your enemies and a distresser to those who distress you. For my messenger shall go before you and shall bring you to the Amorites and the Kittites and the Perizzites and the Canaanites and the Kuis and the Jebusites, and I shall cut them off. Do not bow down to their mighty ones, nor serve them. Nor do according to their works, but without fail overthrow them, and without fail break down their pillars. I'm sorry I had to pause it, guys. We got a phone call from a Jehovah's Witness, and she talked to my husband and me for a little bit, but I told her about Yahuwah and Yahusha, so hopefully she looks into it, and I told her about my channel. She was talking about the end of the days and coming together and stuff. But
it was a weird phone call.
It was a little weird.
We talk about it every day.
Yeah.
So it was kind of strange. We got a call like that.
Yeah.
A little coincidence,
But we left off here at and you shall serve Yahuwah your Elohim, and he shall bless your bread and your water, and I shall remove sickness from your midst. A warning to the Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 6:9-10. Do you not know that the unrighteous shall not inherit the reign of Yahuwah? Do not be deceived, neither those who whore, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor homosexuals, arsenokoital, arson, male, coitus, intercourse, nor thieves, nor greedy of gain, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor swindlers shall inherit the reign of Yahuwah.
So everyone I talk to, Snyder is their lawyer.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is insane. He's one wealthy guy.
Yes, he is.
No way. He's gonna give that credit for free.
I know, but he did a really good favor to us though, for how cheap he did it in installments.
Yeah.
Revelation 22:14-15. Blessed are those doing his commands, so that the authority shall be theirs to the tree of life, and to enter through the gates into the city. But outside are the dogs, and those who enchant with drugs, and those who whore, and the murderers, and the idolaters, and all those who love and do falsehood. The world is completely deceived. The one name of our deliverer, Acts 4:12, is Yahusha. Revelation 22:14-15, quoted above, is enough to terrify those deceived by Christian pastors. If we remove their masks, we will see they do not know Yahusha. This is confirmed at 1 John Yehukanan 2:4. What was the Old Covenant? The Old Covenant was written on a scroll and placed beside the ark. Deuteronomy 31:26. It prescribed animal blood for temporary atonement for accidental transgressions. The renewal of the covenant in Yahusha's blood made the old covenant obsolete, and he accomplished our complete and permanent redemption. Ibarim or Hebrew 8:13. Yahusha could not obey all 613 details the Talmud cites. He is a male, so the instructions for females do not apply to males. Also, the entire Old Covenant with animal offerings for transgressions have grown old and have become obsolete by his one offering of himself. The Ruach HaKodesh purchased us with his own blood, and his name is Yahusha. What is his name and what is his son's name? In the case of the inspired word of Yahuwah, there has been a long-standing resistance to uttering the name. In the 8th century, a sophisticated method using vowel marks was developed, and it has been promoted successfully for many centuries and is the official delusion now. It has been the primary lock keeping everyone from calling on the name. We have the key, and we're the guardians of the name. We are the Nazarene, the first followers of Yahusha. Here in the last days, Yahusha is awakening his bride, those having stored up the extra oils of his name. The conspiracy to conceal his name is being shouted from the rooftops. This is the apostasy, the falling away, that must come first. 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Are you feeling the urges from Yahusha to come out from men's teachings? One of the problems of getting to the truth has always been a teaching authority stepping in to make it seem the lay person doesn't have the capacity, training, or permission granted to them to teach. This was how they treated Yahusha because he released so much truth he became a threat to the fragile egos of those controlling teachings. Yahusha is our teacher, not traditions. invented by men. The name is the key of knowledge, the rock rejected by the builders. Psalms 118:26. Excuse me. Because he has known my name. Psalm 91:14. How does it matter that we know the name of Yahusha and search out how it became concealed? Proverbs 34 or 30.4 says, what is his name and what is his son's name if you know it? The identity of Yahusha is only revealed to those he chooses to reveal it. Mattiyahu 11:27. He is Yahuwah, but was not recognized at the time he visited us in the body he prepared for himself to indwell. He purchased us with his own blood, Acts 20:28. The Sanhedrin forbade the use of his name 2,000 years ago, and a papal bull in 2008 did the same. Yashayahu 42:8 is very specific, and the importance of knowing the identity of the Creator by his name is clear at Yirmiyahu 10:25, Psalm 79:6, 91:14, Revelation 1, Shema 3:14-15, 6:3, and Malachi 3:16, and dozens of other texts. The most used word in the inspired text is the 4 vowels, Yod, He, Uah. The dragon has worked diligently to suppress the name of Yahuwah by directing his servants to omit it from popular translations. See any preface or prefix of any Bible translation. Revelation 3:8 speaks to those who keep his word and have not denied his name. If the name doesn't matter, what's up with all these efforts he makes to say it does matter? On the day of Yahuwah, what shall you do in the day of visitation and the ruin which comes from afar? Yashayahu 10:3. Stand now with your potent spells and your many witchcrafts in which you have labored. Yashayahu or Isaiah 47:12. Torah Institute, Reapers. I read this book and I did a series on it a while ago. But I'll show you guys this picture. And then this is the end of the lesson for today. The next lesson will be on the sect of the Nazarene. Paganism normalized. What shall I do to inherit its eternal life? Do angels worship Yahusha? Who is Yahusha? Redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. Be careful how you hear, and to test what you hear. People don't know what they don't know. Where is the obelisk of Caligula? Vaticanus Mons. Do you want to find Yahuwah? Yahuwah is one.
Roscoe, come on. Wasting time. Come on.
You have to question teachings and transformation of paganism. Will all be in the next lesson.
Roscoe, you don't need to go in the bathroom.
I hope you all have enjoyed this lesson, and I will be doing another one tomorrow. I'm hoping sometime either by this week or next week, I will have the flag set up for you guys. I'm so excited. I love you all. Mishpaka. Shalom. Yahuwah bless you.